Okay, I want to tell you something about due dates. So now it's all tentative, but I usually don't change the due dates. And if I did, I would give you plenty of notice. So how to keep track of your work, there's a lot of different ways. So I have some of the ways listed here. I use checklists, so that can be located by going to course progress and checklist. If you like those, some people really like them, that might be helpful. Course schedule, I'll show you that in a minute. In each weekly folder, like I said, every week there will be a list of what's due. The calendar is basically the same thing. Well, it's kind of like the course schedule, but it's in a calendar form. So you can get to it from the home page of our course. So the thing that's different about my class, which might be different, is that there's 3 dates for everything we do. There's 3 dates for every assignment. There is the due date, there's the open date, there's the due date, and there's the close date. But some, I don't have control over how the design of D2L, so some assignments, as we go forward, you'll figure this out, but there's only 3 places to turn in anything. You go to assessment, and everything that you do is either going to be an assignment, a discussion board, or a quiz, no matter what it's called. And I try to label them by how you do them. Okay, so the discussions right now, let me go into the student view. They're not all in there yet because they have to, I have to create them and fix the dates, etc. But you can see the discussion boards that we have so far. It will list the open date and the close date. The open date and the close date. Those are listed, those will be listed on the discussion board, and then the discussion board will say in the subject line the due date. So once an assignment opens, you can do it anytime, and it's due on the day it's due, which in this case is 9/4. But if you have to submit it late, then you have up until September 8th to submit it. The quizzes, they're not set up like the discussion boards, so when they become available, you'll be able to see them, and when they become available, you'll be able to see when they close and open. So the way to see all that information though up front is, and like I said, it's tentative, but I don't tend to change things, and I would give you plenty of notice. So to see the schedule, you go to see when things open and close. Okay, go to course schedule in D2L, and then go to full schedule. Click on full schedule, and then you can load the whole semester if you want. So we have assignments due on Thursdays. At the end of the semester, I think I might have a couple things due on a Monday, but for 99% of the semester, it's due on Thursday. Okay, Thursdays don't work for you? That's okay, because you can do your work early, okay? Because it's going to open at least a week ahead of time in most cases. So if I click on these dates, I can open them up, and it will tell me when is the start date. So that's when I'm going to be able to actually do the work. And the due date is September 4th, but what if I have a personal emergency? I have until September 18th to actually submit that and still get full credit. So let's go down here and look. September 8th, the discussion board opens August 25th, ends September 8th, due 9/4. You can see all the due dates, and you can track your progress too by going into, there's only 3 kinds of assignments: quizzes, discussion boards, and assignments. So the quizzes, as you go and do them, oops, I have the teacher view here, just a second. The quizzes, as you do the quizzes or any of the items, if you use the checklists, what you do is once you completed that assignment, and here it's all going to tell you when each quiz is due, you just check this off, and then you click save, You check it off and you click save, and that will turn off all the notifications or anything. You also can then track your progress on course progress by going to course progress and then class progress, and it will reflect that you've completed the work. So for the checklists, the way to do that is to go in there each week, and if you've done the work, you click the box and then you click save. And you don't have to do that. You don't get credit for doing that, but some people really like to do that because that helps them track their progress by using the course progress tool. But of course, just get an overview of everything you're going to be working on this semester. I mean, basically there's 3 papers, and then there's everything else goes with those papers. You can see all the grades in the grade book, and then the head note of each weekly folder, and then the really good tool is the course schedule, and that will help you keep track. You also can use the course calendar. Some people like that. So, and everybody has their way of doing it. So let's see the course calendar. Here's the course calendar, and it will show you your upcoming events.